face.
Alright, howdy YouTube, this is Brock and we're going to be playing another edition of Heroes of the Storm. So for this video what I did was, it was time for me to buy a new hero. So I put a poll up on Twitter with the choices of Murky, Illidan, and Chen to see who I should buy next and do a first play video of. And you can see the poll here. And as you see, it came up with a three-way tie. It was literally exactly the same, and nobody came out a winner. So I left the decision up to my wife. And she decided that out of those three that she wanted to see a video on Murky. So that's who we're going to buy today. So you see Murky is right here. I have not purchased him yet, so you're actually going to see me spend the 7,000 gold, and there we go. Now we own Murky. So Murky's we like Murlocs. He's a little, I guess he's kind of a little baby Murloc or something. He looks kind of like one anyway. Like Murlocs a lot. I've been into Warcraft a lot and always love these little guys. So Murky can be a really good laner if he's left alone. He has some interesting abilities and he can push a lane pretty well. So we're just going to go over his abilities quickly here. We have his Q ability, which is Slime. Deals damage and applies slime onto a nearby enemy for 8 seconds. That means for 8 seconds, when they have slime on them, they're going to be 20% slower. And it does damages to enemies who have already been slimed. So if you happen to get slime on somebody that's already slimed, that's a lot of slime, you're going to be doing a lot more damage to them. So that's good to know. His W ability is spit out a pufferfish at the target point. After 3 seconds, the fish will blow up for 390 points of damage, and enemies can attack the fish to prevent it from exploding. So I know, playing this game long enough, and I've gone up against enough Murkies, that you definitely want to take out that pufferfish, because if you leave it alone, he normally throws it right in the middle near buildings and walls and stuff like that, which is why he's such a great laner. He can take out lanes pretty easily with this, so you definitely want to get rid of that. If you let it go, he's just going to keep pushing. And then his E ability, which is Safety Bubble. He becomes invulnerable for 2 seconds while active. You cannot attack or use abilities, but it is a really nice escape, because Murky is very easy to kill if you can corner him, except for this annoying bubble. You know, if you put it up quick enough and you'll be able to float away for 2 seconds, right, nice to safety. His trade ability, which is interesting compared to any other hero, this is the only hero that's able to do this, is you place an egg at a target location, revealing the nearby area. Upon dying, you respawn at that egg after 5 seconds. So if you are, wherever you place this egg, whenever you die, you just get born again from this egg. And you really want to try to put it, don't put it in obvious locations. You want to put it in a bush or behind a corner or something like that, because if anybody finds it, this is the next part of this, is if your egg is killed, you are revealed to all enemies for 15 seconds. You only grant 25% hero experience upon dying. And you cannot put your egg right back down again. And if they kill you without having your egg out, you are at the full death timer. So you want to make sure that you hide this well. But a good aggressive Murky, you know, they can be moving their eggs all the time. Especially if you're laning in a certain one lane, you can put your egg there. You move to another lane, you put your egg there. It's only a 15-second cooldown, so you can be placing your egg everywhere. The two heroic abilities, we have March of the Murlocs. Commands a legion of Murlocs to march in the target direction, each one leaping into the first enemy hero or structure they find. Each Murloc dealing 125 damage and slowing its target by 15% for 5 seconds. And it deals half damage to structures. So it does do a lot to structures. but not as much as it does to heroes. And the other heroic is Octo Grab. Summons an octopus to stun the target enemy hero for 3 seconds while you hit them for 1 damage a second. So it's definitely not a damage dealer. It's definitely a crowd controller. You see Octo Grab a lot in team fights, but I'll be honest with you, I want to try out the March of the Murlocs. I just want to see that. I don't know if I've ever actually seen it in a battle. Well, I'm going to see it today because I want to check that out. Alright, so we're going to queue up for a quick match with Murky at level 1, no experience, and see how we do today. Alright, here we go. We are on Battlefield of Eternity. I don't know if this is the best field for me to be on as a Murky, being only 2 lanes. But anyway, on a friendly team we have obviously me as Murky, we have Li Ming, we have a Chromie. This is the first Chromie I fought against since she came out. This is, well, fought with, I should say. This is the first Chromie I've seen in any of my matches, put it that way, with or against. We got a Malfurion and a Leoric, so we have a support on our side, that's good. They have on the enemy side we have Lieutenant Morales, Vala, Tyrael, Li Ming, and Tychus. So this is going to be an interesting fight. So if you've never been on Battlefield of Eternity before, what's going to happen is at certain points during the match, these immortals are going to spawn in the middle of the field.
What kind of monster are you?
I'm going to let them know this is the first time I'm on Murky. Let's see. My first choice, I'm going to go with Fish Tank. Every 5 seconds reduces the damage taken from the next hero basic attack by 50%. You can store up to 2 charges. So if you've never been here, at certain points there's going to be heroes that are going to form in the middle of the map. I'm going to go bottom, I think. And you have to beat up the enemies the enemy's immortal. And if you can beat up the enemy's immortal, then I'm going to put my egg right here. If you can beat up the enemy's immortal, then he will then fight, your immortal will then fight on your side. Alright, so let's check out some of these abilities here. Let's throw a Pufferfish right here. See what happens. Are they going to take it? No, they didn't. Ha ha ha. Oh. Oh, slime is not even a shot. It's just like where I am. Alright, well that's interesting. It's just like where I'm standing, they get slime. Huh. I love that little... He's got like this little zzz from his fish. Let's throw a Pufferfish out and hit this wall. How's that? His fish. His fish is like. It's funny. He's got this little. I love that sound. Oh my god. That's funny. I can't do a whole lot to the immortals. I mean, I think if they just let me go, I'll just friggin' sit here and lane.
I must find another way.
I'll throw a last Pufferfish and see if I can do anything up here. Do I want to be aggressive and maybe put my egg right here? Alright, so level 4, we're going to go with Living the Dream. Every 5 seconds you're alive, you get an additional 1% ability power up to 15%, but you lose it if you die. And it doesn't look like we're doing enough here. And we lost that one. Alright, that's okay. Oh god, it's going down. Do we want to, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to come up here top and push. So, which means I'm going to move my egg. Because I don't want that found.
Hurry, mortals. I wait for the gates of heaven.
The last thing I want is for that to...
Valiantly done, mortals. That was not enough to kill the Demon Lord.
I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I'm doing it. Is this how you're supposed to do Murky? I hope. If they're gonna keep busy down there, I'm just gonna like push it. Alright, so level 7, we're gonna go with compressed air, increases the radius of Pufferfish. Oh wow, that's a big increase.
I will arrive soon. Our Lord is close behind. I fight for the glory of the high heavens.
I'm gonna move my egg just in case. I don't know if they saw it or not, but...
It is time for change in strategy.
we are losing. I'm hoping to take down this tower, maybe. So I can't really do much. Alright, so we're gonna try out these Murkies here. Run, Murlocs, run!
But so are your courage honors me, boys, but the demon always returns.
Little bubbles. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but, you know, this is what I'm doing. How is Murky on taking camps? They killed my egg. They're going after me! No! 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 Level 13, Wrath of... Oh, crap. Found my egg again. I gotta put it in safer spot. Let's use... Let's do that.
Almost too easy. The gates of heaven shall lie in ruins beneath my feet.
It's very interesting playing Murky.
the face of victory, mortals. He will attack again shortly.
Yeah. Alright, so level 16, what are we going to go with? We're going with slimy pufferfish. The pufferfish causes slime at the location, which means you're just going to be able to do more damage. Everybody's yelling at each other. This is a good lighthearted fight. Yeah, it's a good lighthearted fight. Everybody's good friends. Gotta love quick match sometimes. Oh Lord.
I am on my way, mortals. Be ready. Enemy slain.
Achieve greatness.
Double kill. There is no escaping my justice. The enemy is attacking our core. The enemy is attacking our core. Enough! I seek better ground. Your resilience cannot be shaken.
I don't know if I'm doing much here, but I'm trying.
Ha! I knew it would be simple. Cries of agony will echo throughout the heavens. The enemy is attacking our core.
Wow, that turned out... I did a lot of siege. I think that's... Look at that. I had I mean, I don't know what Leoric was complaining about, but I had a bunch of siege. I had the most siege out of everybody. I only died once. And I had the most experience contribution. So I don't really know what Leoric was complaining about. He kept yelling at me for whatever reason. But anyway, it was interesting. I would think I would have to play Murky again just to try him out, because he's very squishy. He takes a little bit of practice, I'm guessing, to really get down. I probably would have been better to choose maybe not the horde of Murkies as the heroic. And I didn't get to we didn't even get to level 20 yet, so I didn't even get to try out the upgraded of it. But the talent build I went with today was Fish Tank to reduce the damage I receive from heroes, because Murky is extremely squishy. And Living the Dream, because every 5 seconds that I was alive, I would get more ability power, stacked up to 15, but I lost it every time I died. And Compressed Air increases the radius of Pufferfish, which was huge. I saw a huge change in the size of the Pufferfish there. I went with the March of the Murlocs because I wanted to try it out. I don't know if it was really that good of a choice. Maybe in those team fights, the crowd control of the Octograb would have been a much better choice, but I had fun with it. Isn't that what really counts? At 13, we did Wrath of Cod, which increases the Pufferfish damage by 35% against slime targets. At 16, the Pufferfish casts slime at its location upon landing. So this, in conjunction with this, was a nice boost in damage, because you're automatically sliming the targets, and then when this explodes, it does 35% more damage. At level 20, I would have gotten the upgrade to the March of the Murlocs, which is Never-Ending Murlocs. I wish I could have seen that one. So I would have gotten that one as the upgraded heroic version. But that's Murky. He's basically made to just lane. You know, you want him to push lanes, and if people leave him alone, then that's definitely a detriment. I probably could have had much better placement for my eggs, because my egg, near the end were actually getting killed and stuff, but that's okay. You kind of learn where you can put them, where you can't. I probably could add some better hiding spots, better areas. But as you saw, I always put them in, at least in the smoke, or something like that, or if I was in different map in the bushes, so that they couldn't easily be seen. Somebody would have to really be walking through there to see the egg, because you definitely don't want the egg to be seen, because then when you die you get a full death timer, and near the end of the game that's a huge thing. Having only 5 seconds to come back into any fight, if you have your egg, is definitely a huge advantage to Murky. So I'm definitely gonna have to give him a try. He was fun. I'm gonna have to try him out more to get better at him. But this was definitely an interesting first play. So if you thought this was interesting, or if you have suggestions for my next hero that I'm gonna buy, I'll probably do this again and do another poll on Twitter. So check me out on my Twitter, on my Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. On Tuesdays I will be streaming on Twitch, so come and check me out there and watch all the lovely fails. But if you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe to keep up to date with all my new videos as they come out. Definitely leave me comments down below what you thought, how I could improve my play on Murky, any suggestion for builds and stuff like that. Because obviously this was just my first time playing. I had no idea. I had a little bit of an idea how he played, but I had no idea how to handle him. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.